might not be the president Nigeria need. You know why? Because Peter sef wey dey go there na businessman, Igbo man, businessman. He has been investing. Anambra man, he has been investing. For the father, he has been investing. First of all, na ya magodi ke emeri here. Ego ani na tie ni here. Ke ko ye say Potagodi first. Then we continue the business.
On my own opinion, I feel Peter Obi should just follow the system, you know, because Nigeria has gone a long way. When I mean gone a long way, there has been a systematic way of doing these things. And when I mean doing these things, like I'm talking about corruption, all this. Now, you cannot come to a system that is corrupt and saying or openly saying that you want to, like, you know, do things right. You definitely have people that will oppose you. And when we are coming to, like, when we are talking about opposing, we are talking about 90% of these guys, because we are talking about the good guys, like the good politicians. You can't even hear them. They are there quite all right. And that's why you see a lot of them, like what is going on right now. You can see most of them are actually pulling into a party that is ruling the system, or will I say controlling the system. So what I think Peter Obi should do differently, I just feel he should just act. When I mean act, do the thing that, you know, everybody is doing. Then when you come in, you can now change the system. But if you think that, I feel that if he thinks he can actually change the system outside the system, it's going to be very, very difficult. Right now, I just feel that Nigerians, like, you know, has lost all hope. Even right now, I believe most of us here don't even believe that Peter Obi can even stand a chance of winning even in this 2027 coming election. And why is it that? Is because I think he's just doing things differently. And the things that he's doing differently is not as if it's a bad thing, but it's actually the right thing he's doing. But that right thing is not going to put him there. And that's why I'm saying, if he can act, then once he gets into that seat, then he can, you know, change the system, or, you know, make things work. If it's what he wants to do. That's my own opinion. Thank you. Definitely, because right now, integrity is a scarce commodity in this country right now.
Sorry, I have a few questions. Okay. You made mention of system.
Okay.
You understand? And the question here is this: what exactly is the system in the country? Like, what system is Nigeria using? So you said Peter Obi should follow the system. Okay. So when you talk about Peter Obi following the system, are you saying or insinuating that Peter Obi should go through the route that the corrupt persons in the leadership sector are going through? Or is that what you call a system in particular?
Yes, it's a system. It's what I call a system.
So you're saying
because
that the system is corrupt?
Things. Yes, the system is corrupt.
And Peter Obi should take that route?
Because that's the only way.
That is the only way?
That is the only way. Yes.
Hello guys. So about what you said, for me, I feel like Peter Obi is on the right track the way he's going, and I feel like if he tries to compromise just like the way you said, then he will never beat them, because the system is so corrupt that they are already the master of it. They are the master of it, being that they have the money to throw around, they have the numbers they already have to their side based on the corrupt system. Peter Obi doesn't have it. Peter Obi only has the Nigerians, the common Nigerians that are so bent on seeing that Nigeria works for their own good, and especially the youth. And believe it or not, population at the end of the day always comes first. Take for example the last election. Everybody know that if Peter Obi followed through that corrupt system, he wouldn't have still won, because I followed that election very well, and as it was going, everybody knew that Peter Obi was ahead, but it was only one particular stuff that made him to lose out, which was directly concerning the INEC directly. Being that most of the states, when they were doing collation, they were infiltrated by the corrupt government, and they were made to change so many figures. Now Peter Obi cannot just use money to go into that place. It's a system that is on ground, the APC system that is on ground, that have that particular place, and they are the ones doing that, you understand. So if I don't see the particular corrupt who he has to bribe or anything, I only feel that he can get it done if we are lucky enough that actually his votes are meant to be counted, because they will never allow his vote to be counted. That is only where there's an issue. Apart from that, Peter Obi will win the election landslide, because the youth have more population than the rest, but it's just that they don't have the power, and the system already on ground has that power. That is my take.
Okay, sorry, you said something about a right track. And the last time I checked, I think there's already a process. So that's when we talked about the coalition, like moving to ADC. So do you think that it is that, Peter Obi, I don't think he has actually moved to ADC as it stands. So but do you think it's going to be a right move for him to move towards like ADC? And how do you see, do you think Atiku is going to make a good running mate with Peter Obi, having that Nigeria is becoming a tribalistic country? Like, what do you think exactly?
I feel that the coalition is a right move for him to make. Being that what Peter Obi actually needs, he needs people that are going to like secure most of his election. And if you look at it, some of these people, they have their own particular people, that the particular group of persons individually that are still their subjects, and that will still help them to secure their election. And Atiku being there, the only thing I see there, if Atiku will allow Peter Obi to be the flag bearer of the ADC, that is the best choice. ADC is better for Peter Obi than PDP or any other party, because it's the best party. Because if they could only give him that flag bearer, then somehow some of the states already have these men, both the Yoruba men, the Hausa men, and the other tribes under them, which are really going to help in securing the vote. Because I can still tell you, and I'm very sure, that if election is being done normally based on the numbers, Peter Obi can get double or triple of the numbers that Tinubu can get. Because people can only come out to say yes, we are supporting him, but everybody know that this money is not coming to their pocket, and at the end of the day, they still want Nigeria to work. Even the tribalistic people, some of them still want Nigeria to work. The only reason why they would think the other way is when they get a little money to their pocket. If that money don't really go around like that as it should, even the tribalistic people we are talking about, they know that they really want Nigeria to work. Because take for example the last election in Yoruba land, where Tinubu, the current president, is coming from. Normally we all know that Peter Obi won the Yoruba side. Peter Obi still won in the east normally, which you know, because we were following this election, we were following it online. Even in the north, we were seeing the numbers coming from the north. Peter Obi was far above, both in the north, the west, and the east. You understand? So him going through ADC is the right choice, only if they will not be betrayed at the end of the day. Because those men in the ADC, they are still part of Tinubu friends that can actually, because nothing surprises us in this country. So that is what I feel.
Hi everyone. Now this whole thing, for me, I feel like this whole thing is just like a system of Game of Thrones. And then when it comes to political parties, there's something that the Muslims believe in. They don't care whatever political party, whichever of their member is. Now, even if, let's take for instance now, he's a Christian. You feel me, yeah? Now he's a Muslim. even if no matter what wrong he has done, as long as he's a Muslim, I will still support him. I don't know if you understand. Now I feel like this coalition is going to be what's best to overthrow the sitting government, because if you should say from what he said, if Peter Obi should decide to follow the former system of what the other governments followed, everybody already knows that. That's what everybody is watching out for. I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from. That's what everybody is waiting for him to do. You feel me? So the best thing is, just like he said, if they should allow Peter Obi to be the flag bearer of the coalition party, then Atiku support. Being that the supporting party there is a Muslim, it will be easier for Peter Obi to win the election. But if it's just an Igbo man versus an Igbo man in the whole system, then there's no chance. Even if Peter Obi has the highest integrity, even if he's a very good man, even if he spend all the money that the other whatever government has spent, there's nothing that will happen. A Muslim will always support their brother. It's in the Quran there. They always see us Christians as unbelievers, and then the Muslims, they are the believers. So beyond the party system, on their faith, that's how it is.
So do you believe that he has a chance?
Peter Obi, if he has a chance in the election, with the current system now, he only has a chance, being that Atiku is beside him, being that Atiku is a Muslim. But if you put an Igbo man there's no chance, there's no future, there's no front. If he's an Igbo man that is beside, maybe let's say like we.
So I would say in terms of action, Peter Obi has shown because I believe, and it should be so, that leadership is not basically the title. So in all sense, Peter Obi has shown what a leader should be, whether he's the president or not. So in actions, physically, Peter Obi is there, but we can probably not we can probably not entirely say about intentions. It's possible that, but in a clearer view, from what he has in his mind, he has probably given us 50% of that. So we probably do not know what he has outside of what we've seen. So I think there are rumors of, Peter Obi might not even be the president that we need, or he might not even be a good president, as it were, but just because he has a servant attitude, and that's basically what leadership is all about. Peter Obi has a servant attitude, and we've all seen that play out in the way he demonstrates service to people, even when he goes to occasions. So I would say that I wouldn't say what he has in mind, his intentions. I mean, I think the scripture says the heart of men are evil, right? Yeah, so he desperately wicked. So probably he might have something that we don't know. However, I feel like Peter Obi, from the actions he has displayed so far, is the president we might need.
Normally, I want to answer a question. Peter Obi not be human being. Now human being, Abi. Yes. So it means a human being sometimes go just change. No. Abi human being, they dey like this straight or to go.
No.
Because my sister, my brother, one plate of food never enter your hand. People, they see you like gentleman until when hungry doctor you, they give you plate of food.
Hey.
Peter is a good man. I love him. His charisma, his ideology, accepted if they follow him. Now book that they read, they give up. Manifesto no be reality. Because I feel no book where may reach time to write, arrive and I still fail him. Do you get? So Peter fit not be that president wey Nigeria. Una no go say I don join the APC, I don join party, I don get party. That table na dey scatter. Peter might not be the president Nigeria need. You know why? Because Peter sef wey dey go there na businessman, Igbo man, businessman. He has been investing. Anambra man, he has been investing. For the father, he has been investing. First of all, now I am going to come here. First, then we continue the business. You get? And if the lights of the people he's currently moving on with, no one president of a nation used the few years or 4 years to change a nation. Is a process. Yeah. He goes and another person comes up and continue. We are all talking about the past governor or the former governor of Ebonyi State. He has results. Now, would you compare currently? No. Who are they handing over to again? how strong or how deformed onye ahụ ya adị